as a senior modeler. Pranit, please go ahead.
Thank you, ma'am. Thanks for this opportunity, and I'm glad that I'm able to come back to my BTech days and interact with all the students and my juniors. So, firstly, it's like I'm graduated in the year of 2014, and it's been like 5 years. I'm out of college. So, I would like to share my lifetime experience. I don't want to eat all your brains getting into technical stuff. So I'll just focus on where I felt some difficulties, challenges I faced, and all. So once I graduated from BTech, so uh, I'll share one of my interview experience. So everyone are aware of Hyundai R&D, right? So it's an automobile related company, Hyundai. So I've selected for that company for almost 3 rounds. So it's not easy to clear all the 3 rounds. The first round is a technical round, and after fortunately I'm able to clear that, and after that we have the final round is like HOD round, where there are a group of 5 Korean people interviewing us. So unfortunately I couldn't clear that, but after the 3 rounds there was a 1 month gap in between. So all my seniors and family members, everyone were like very happy that those rounds are like just a formal thing. uh, we got selected, and they're very happy, and even I was in the same dilemma, and unfortunately I didn't clear that round. So at this point what I want to focus is never give up. So after clearing all the main 3 rounds, until the final round you need to stay focused and prepare for it. So that is one of my bitter experience. And after that like I got a like interview call from Bangalore, that is Tata Advanced Material Limited, where aircraft components will be manufactured there. So even the same story repeated there. So there are like multiple rejections for me, but I never gave up. Like I was trying my better to get a good job. But I am really very thankful for CMR because they provided me lots of opportunities. Like there are like the number is not countable really. So in that aspect, in that aspect, we can really trust CMR. And one more thing I didn't concentrate is like our college provided lots of campus recruitment trainings, and I was like an average candidate. Like I didn't focus much on those training sessions, mostly on this communication skills and all. So when later I realized like if I have utilized like those skills and all, uh, I might have got job in like whatever the dream company like Hyundai or Tata Advanced Material Limited or MRF or something. So we are really lucky because one of my friends got selected in MRF and VAG Valves. It's a German company, and Tech Mahindra, and many more such companies. After me going to Bangalore, I completed like 4 rounds, and the final round they told they'll be calling tomorrow. And it's very far. I never been to other state. It's very often I travel to other states at that time. So they kept me on hold, and I was staying at my sister's place. And not to keep quiet, like I was carrying few resumes and was going attending many companies and many interviews. And I was literally shocked because the competition is too high. Just for a small company, like even for call centers, there are like thousands of people from all over India, in Bangalore, Hyderabad, everywhere. So it's not like I scare you. It's just my experience, and fortunately, I got selected in a company called Aditya Birla Minax. So I worked for a couple of months over there, and I had to return back because I got a better offer in Hyderabad again. So I want to tell one thing to all my juniors is never like if you are prepared, you'll definitely succeed for what you are striving for. So what I'm trying to say is like if if a job you need to hunt for a job, but the people, it should be like you are acquired with all the skills, and the company should be looking for you. So you should be in that manner, and that's how you'll gain confidence. And it's a very easy way to crack interviews. So that's what I want to say. And after that, I changed in just in 4 or 5 years. In first 4 years, I literally changed 10 companies, believe me or not. And I finally got placed in this Intellicracks Info Solutions, and I'm glad that I'm working there since 4 years. So what all companies I worked, there was like just for 2 months, 3 months, 2 months, 3 months. I even worked for Amazon and many more companies which are like BPO related and technical company related. And finally, I'm into my technical field where I'm enjoying my job and I'm pretty satisfied. It's like 4.5 years I'm working there, and everything I feel like everything is interconnected because uh, when we are in college, we'll think like if we are learning this, what is the use of it? Will this formula or something be useful in real life? There are many advanced technology and all, but if you ask me, because I'm working for a company which is related to architecture and 3D modeling, so we get a huge number of drawings. So we need to study all those drawings and give our output from our side. So where I got interconnected is in my first year, our EDP, engineering drawing practice lecturer, was our HOD, and he was like looks like very aggressive, and I'm literally scared out of him. So, and the thing is, he always follow ups with me, and he used to target me, and I used to feel guilty. And because he was following me and doing that, I was very good at drawing, and I scored like somewhere at 97 in my, including internals and externals. And that's how it's now interlinked to my job, where I'm able to study the drawings very easily. So that's how everything is interlinked. We shouldn't think nothing is like, if something is, if your learning is waste. It at any point of time it will be useful. And apart from my job, I also handle a YouTube channel. I'm really very passionate about bikes and automobiles. So it's my dream to do a motovlog, and I travel in all countries and states. And I started my channel 1 year ago, and it's going good, and I'm glad about that. And, and I also want to mention one thing, because when we were in our BTech, uh, we used to have like laboratories and all, but we didn't make use of it. Not everyone, like people like me, we used to go to laboratory lab and attend lab just for attendance and chit chat with friends. And we used to ignore the lectures and all. And there is a lack of experience, practical knowledge. So I really regret because I didn't follow few labs and all. Because after I attend every alumni meet and I go around college and check what all are the advancement and improvements. Even at our time, there are many labs, so there are many lathe machines, and if you are really interested in production, like you can know more about it. So that's where we were lacking. And even I'm working on a system. So our field is completely related to fabrication of raw materials. So there we need to follow specific standards. I'm working for a US client, so we have a specific different clients for them. So we will be following them, but whatever the basic education we have learned at engineering workshop, that is really a great help for me. So that's what I want to say. Whatever you learn, it's never a waste. So focus on what you are learning, and every learning will be new beginning. Sorry for the audio. And I'm glad that really got a very wonderful faculty, because they are very friendly and help me in all the aspects. And our HOD later, like Manaya sir, was really a cool person, because when we had a subject, he was teaching us thermodynamics, and not just the subject. If I used to travel on my two-wheeler to my college, so even if I face any trouble in my bike, I don't go to mechanic. I used to approach Manaya sir or Mangesh sir or others faculty, and I used to tell I'm able to sense few problems, and they used to ask me what are, and they used to help me out. In that way we can gain some practical knowledge, not, not just through books but even through like general happenings in our life. So in that way I'm really thankful to my faculty, Mangesh sir and Mamay sir and many more, Zarina ma'am. So if you have any questions you can ask me, I can definitely share if I've gone through it.
Hello, Pranit.
Yes sir, good evening sir.
Good evening, Pranit. Can you focus on the means to the student regarding the attitude of a person in the industry or while working in the industry? Regarding that, you just focus few points.
Yes, sure sir. So it's really a great help for a student from CMR because at that time it was they started this campus recruitment training which includes aptitude, logical reasoning, and communication skills. It's really a very early stage for us to learn, and it's really very beneficial because wherever you go, you need to be confident of what you are speaking and what you are exploring and what you are able to express yourself. So it all depends on companies like the recruiter, because if you're good with your communication skills you will be confident on what you want to express. In that way the recruiter will be able to identify if you are really like capable of handling their clients and their works. So that is how it is interlinked with this aptitude and logical reasoning. So if you focus on that, it will really be an advantage for us because there are multiple companies. There are in the first or second round there'll be uh, it will be an aptitude round, and if you score that you can get into other rounds. So you need to focus from the beginning itself. Even if it is first year, you can go through some YouTube videos and gain some knowledge at your free time. And and that aptitude is not just for clearing rounds. It will really be helpful in our day-to-day life, and it will be helpful in problem solving during your like real-time projects. Trust me, and because I've gone through many projects, and I can correlate everything. So that's the reason I'm telling. It's just not for knowledge and to clear the rounds, but it will be useful for our day-to-day life. And that's how if you go to a company, they check how good at your communication skills, and even if you lack at some points, if they feel you are confident to handle things, uh, how they identify is they see your aptitude skills and logical reasoning skills and all, and they have a separate parameter list, and if you meet them you will be selected. And that's how like uh, logical reasoning and aptitude and all are very important for us to get into companies. So you can, and in my real time experience, apart like our college provided many opportunities, many placements, but if you are, I'm a person who is very like, I'm an introvert generally. I speak very less, and that's what it took me like very long time to get comfortable in interviews and all. So what I did is, if you upload your resume on Naukri and all, even if you are in third year or second year, you will be getting calls. It may or may not be of your job. If you just attend, you will be gaining some confidence and you will get to know like, how the market is. I accept there are mock interviews in your college, but if you go out of the box, if you go for other companies and experience outside world at your early age, it will really be very useful, and you will get to know how it works. Yeah, so that's how I want to say that attitude and the remaining skills are how they're useful for getting a job.
Yeah, actually, Pranit, I had seen some of your trekking videos.
Yeah.
So I have a doubt how you had got interested on that. Apart from this, is
Yes.
there any special reason for that?
Yes, actually, it's my interest. It's my personal interest. It's not. I don't want to make my hobbies into profession. It's just my hobby. So even when I'm in BTech, I used to travel a lot. So the reason I started my channel is I just want to share my experience, and so that it might be useful for to others. So it's not just about traveling, and my YouTube channel name is Strings and Lyrics. So give me a minute. Some audio. Disturbance. Actually, I'm not at home. You were asking about how could like why are you interested in those videos and all. So apart from my like professional life, I have some interests like I play guitar and I love traveling. I do trekkings and I go for long rides. Uh, so that's how I love to explore places and shoot videos. So one of my friends said, "Why can't you make it like a small video and upload it on YouTube so that it might be helpful for others?" So only for that reason, I started my YouTube channel 1 year ago, and I've been to many places for now. And even due to some unfortunate reasons of this pandemic, I was unable to attend few other travel like my trips, road trips, and that's how like when and I'm also gaining some skills from these videos because it's not just interacting to a camera. If you are facing a camera, you are facing many people around. In that way, like I'm able to improve my skills and I'm able to focus on what i I usually get some negative comments also, and suggestions and many more. uh, at that point of time I've learned one thing: never lose patience. Everyone is a beginner, and an expert in everything is once a beginner. You need to remember that point, because at my beginning stage I'm not good at facing camera and I'm not good reacting interacting with people. And later on, like after making like 20 to 30 videos, I gained some confidence, and I'm able to make good videos now. So that's how like my interest is, and I'm doing good with my YouTube channel. That, that's how my videos and YouTube got started.
Yeah, Pranit, one more question for you.
Yes.
Can you tell our students, like your juniors, what are the difficulties you had faced after immediately joining into the job? Means the total environment is going to be changes, right?
Yes.
So can you explain those things, your experiences?
Sure. So I thanks for remembering this point, ma'am. So I actually want to talk about it. Once after coming out of college or getting a job, everyone will feel like I got a job, I got a good number of salary, and now the real life begins and we can enjoy work like everyone will think. But that's not a real life scenario, because I worked in like more than 8 to 9 companies. It all depends on the company you're working, their requirements and all. So in the real life world, it's people are really dominant and competitive, and it will take some time to adjust in corporate life, because once you get into the job, you'll have again the com training and technical training and everything depending on the company. So once after getting into the job, you'll work in a team, and after getting into the team, there might be some issues with your employees. There might be they might not be interacting with you well, and if you are performing well, that is also a problem. Everyone might not take, and even if you are doing good, you might not get an appreciation or feedback. So you should be patient until you get recognized. So never ever argue or do something with anyone. It may be in job or wherever you are. So everything takes some time and you need to wait with patience. So that's how the real life experiences. Like I faced many issues in my previous companies, but I used to score very good scores. We used to have some parameters in our job. So like I used to score good scores, but there is no proper recognition, and it happens with everyone in every company. But you shouldn't be like scared of it or be feel guilty about it. You need to face everything, and you need to be humble and have a smile and interact with them. So that's how we need to manage things. uh, that's how this skills will help us to, like, whatever trainings we have. The communication skills training is not about just speaking, but it's about maintaining human relationships with other people, the other person who is ahead of you. And after getting into the company, even if he's your junior, he might be more knowledgeable than you. And there starts some ego problems with other people, but it shouldn't be like that. If he is more knowledgeable than that, like, you need to learn from your junior, your senior. You need to be able to teach others and learn from others, and only at that point of time you can see yourself growing. And that's how I, like, saw this differentiations and real life experience.
The junior students, those who are attending, they can ask if they want to ask any questions.
Sure, sure.
హలో ప్రణీత,
హాయ్.
తెలుగు వచ్చానా?
తెలుగు వచ్చు bro. మాట్లాడతా.
ఏ బెంచ్ లో కూర్చునేవన్నా నువ్వు?
నాది ఒక బెంచ్ అంటే ఏం లేదు. అంటే లైక్ ఇంజనీరింగ్ అంటేనే లైక్ ఇట్ టీచర్స్ అస్ మెనీ థింగ్స్. ఫన్ ఉంటుంది, అన్ని ఎంజాయ్మెంట్ ఉంటుంది, అన్నీ ఉంటాయి. కాకపోతే మనం అన్నిటికీ ఒక లైన్ తీసుకొని పెట్టుకోవాలి. సో నువ్వు అడిగిన క్వశ్చన్ కి నా దగ్గర మా క్లాస్మేట్స్ అడిగితే నేను ప్రతి ఒక్క పీరియడ్ లో ఒక బెంచ్ లో కూర్చుంటాను. అండ్ డిపెండింగ్ ఆన్ ద టైం అండ్ ఆల్, ఫస్ట్ బెంచ్ అంటే బ్రేక్ఫాస్ట్ చేయాలి కాబట్టి లాస్ట్ బెంచ్ లో పోయి బోండాలు తింటుంది. సో ఫన్ ఉండాలి, అట్ ద సేమ్ టైం we need to learn things. So బేసిక్ గా నేను థర్డ్ బెంచ్ లో ఉంటుండే ఎక్కువ శాతం. అండ్ డిపెండింగ్ ఆన్ ద పీరియడ్ ఐ విల్ బి చేంజింగ్ ద బెంచెస్. అంటే లైక్ బెంచ్ బట్టి మన నాలెడ్జ్ చేంజ్ అవుతుంది అనుకుంటున్నాం.
అట్లేం లేదు, నార్మల్ గా బ్యాక్ బెంచెస్ అంటారు కదా, అడిగిన.
బ్యాక్ బెంచెస్ అంటే లైక్ ఇట్ డిపెండ్స్, అన్ని బెంచెస్ లో కవర్ చేస్తున్నాయి.
శాలరీ ఇస్తున్నారా అన్న మరి ఇప్పుడు?
Yeah, I'm really glad that I'm working for a company who trusts me. So like చాలా ఎకనామీ లాస్ ఉంది, అండ్ మేము వర్క్ చేసేది యూఎస్ కాబట్టి అక్కడ ఇంకా చాలా సీరియస్ ఇష్యూస్ ఉన్నాయి. బట్ స్టిల్ ఐమ్ వర్కింగ్ ఫ్రమ్ హోమ్ అండ్ ఐమ్ గెటింగ్ మై pay. I'm really glad for it.
ఓకే.
Yeah.
Yeah, Praneeth, according to you, what type of behavior, especially a mechanical student, will have? And have you faced any difficulties while you had went outside for work or anything with any type of arrogant behavior like that?
Basically, I interact very less with people, and I was never aggressive or arrogant to like people wherever I work. And that's how it is. Like I never faced such issues. I saw other people like who are very upfront, and they will be facing problems like further if they. It all depends on if, even if he is more talented and if he is more productive in the company, the behavioral aspects matter much, because it's not just him who is spoiled, it will spoil the entire company. because there will be freshers coming in, and if people who are freshers, they get influenced with seniors very easily. So at that point of time, like what company thinks is because of him there are more people who are getting influenced, and that's how there are productivity losses. And that's the reason, even if he is talented, even if he has a good number, they don't then least bothered, they just fire him. So we need to be very careful, even if you are confident and you think you can do better than what you have, never go for such aspects. Just be humble and humorous wherever you're working, and even if it's your college or wherever it is. I saw many people, like I used to work for a company in 2012 called Easy Book Taxi. It is a call center. I just worked for 2 months. So there were no Uber and Ola at that time. So there was my a colleague who is my senior, who is very arrogant, and he doesn't have communication skills, but he can manage things very much. So he was very arrogant to all other colleagues and my friends. So at a point of time, like it might be employees or the boss who can recognize him, and the next day itself they fire him. So we need to be very careful at that time. So never be aggressive or arrogant to your employee, like colleagues or boss or whoever it is, even if it's security of your company. You need to just have a smile, go in, do your work. And if you have any questions, you can ask your managers or your senior authorities and clear them. But it's not a point if you are so arrogant at what if you think you're capable.
Yes, my dear Pranit.
Yeah.
But what are the new things that we can adopt in our college for our student development, as we have already made all the classrooms digital classrooms,
Yes.
and we are doing MESA association activities,
Yes.
and even more outsourcing internships also we are providing. Uh, sh- at the time when you are studying, I think these are not there that much.
I really miss them now. Whenever I come to like a college, I feel like why I'm not in my college now. But even then, like we used to have like all the other sports like basketball, cricket, and we used to play. Like I'm not into sports. My friends played like some tournaments and all. But as like the ways are changing, I'm really glad that my juniors got an indoor like auditorium and indoor stadium and many more things where we can concentrate on. So yeah, that's all. Like when I also observed one thing. Ours was the second batch of engineering in our college, so we don't have fests and all because we don't have junior batches at that time. So when I was in third year, luckily we got a chance to organize fest. That was our first fest in our college, and we being mechanical, we organized many tech. It is a technical fest, but uh, our friends formed into different groups, and they form like different events, like where we can enhance our skills. It may be poster presentation and many more things. And I if it's just technical fest, it will be just boring. I felt it will be boring, and I took some permissions and I organized an event called FM Screen. So it, it, it will be a cultural fest after including this one. But I came to organize that event where we can dedicate songs, and there were few flash mobs, and people will not get bored because if you have cultural and technical at the same time, that fest or whatever it is, it will look some colorful. Actually, our director sir, he didn't accept my what to say, my proposal, but later he thankfully approved. We told okay, and we organized, and that's how uh, we made it, and it was really a successful fest, our first fest itself, and that's how we interacted with our seniors and juniors, and it was really a good bonding. And even now, our seniors are in touch with us. If they have any questions, they interact with us. And even if we have any questions regarding their field, we can interact with them. And coming to our college infrastructure, I actually want to make a good video, and post on my YouTube channel because I have attended almost all alumni meets. For every year, I notice one or other more than one progress. So I actually thought of asking Manaya sir so that I can be proud of my college, showing like how I want to show in my video. So I don't think like there is uh, nothing less now because we have most advanced labs, and our director sir and even Mamaya and Mangesh sir also they are telling that you people are like encouraging students from now itself to do some research and write some papers which will really be very helpful for them. So that's what I observed in last few alumni meets, and I was really shocked seeing so many advancements in our college, the 3D printing lab and the auditorium and cultural activities, and everything.
Yeah, Charan Tej, your junior want to ask you the question. Charan,
Sure.
go ahead.
Thank you, ma'am. Hello, brother.
Hi.
This is Shailendra from Mechanical.
Okay.
Bro, in between, you have said me that you work with 8 to 9 companies, right?
Yes. Yes.
In the 6 years after your batch out.
5 years. 5.5, 6 years.
In these 8 to 9 companies, is there any core company from our mechanical?
The company which I'm working now is core mechanical related. It is not complete mechanical. It is mechanical and civil core. The previous all companies are not technical or core. Am I audible?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. So the previous 8 to 9 companies, they are like BPOs, call centers, and some other marketing related companies. So I generally want to work for my core. So after coming into this my ninth or 10th company, even they paid me less, I had to come here. And later on, like in this past 4 to 5 years, I got a good growth and I'm happy with it now.
Well, bro. Can we have your blog details and your YouTube channel, bro, from our request?
Sure, sure. I can share it with our faculty or you can note it down now itself.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, Praneet,
On YouTube, it will be
actually,
like strings and gates, and even on Instagram. And even if I also found one of the person, like my fellow YouTuber, like he told me like there is a person from CMR. I don't know like if he is from technical campus or not. His name is Sai Kumar, I guess. Even he started motovlogging. So I'm glad to see one more junior starting a YouTube channel of my interest. So yeah, it's not about just about motovlogging. I will be sharing most of the practical videos. So it's just the starting phase of my channel. So upcoming videos will be more interesting. I'm working on few more things. After implementing them, I'll definitely post to you guys.
Praneet,
Yes.
actually, your juniors are looking placements only to get the core companies. So, according to your experience, what you would suggest to them?
As I already shared my story, I missed 3 to 4 opportunities in my college. So being technical, MRF is way like everyone might be knowing MRF is one of the India's leading company, and I missed a chance in that because I didn't concentrate on few aspects, maybe communication or aptitude, and even after that, I lost opportunity in TCS there are like companies TCS and Tech Mahindra. People think they are software companies, but everything is correlated because even in TCS and Tech Mahindra, there are projects, mechanical projects. So you should never think it's just a software company. Before getting, even after graduating from your college, if you are attending an interview, you need to go through the what is job role and what is the specification and all. If you are interested only for your core job, you need to prepare a good resume and you need to hope yourself according to the requirements of the company. So, suppose if you are going for interview tomorrow, one day batting would not be sufficient, is what I say. It is an everyday learning from what you face in college. So once you learn many things day by day, it will be stored in your memory, and that's how it will be useful when you attend an interview. So one day, like if you prepare just one a day before, it won't be much useful, is what I feel. So it should be an everyday learning, and you can, as I said, you can go to like you can search as many companies as you want. You can prepare a profile on LinkedIn and interact with senior professionals of the company and get some information. And we can do much on social media. And even after getting into the company, you need to market yourself, and only then you can able, even if you don't do MBA, you need to able to market yourself wherever you are. And only at that point of time you'll be able to see growth in you along with the company you're working for.
So we got few questions on the chat box. So one of the
Yeah.
student is asking, bro, please share your experience. Have you changed yourself in final year before placing in the company?
Change myself before placing
Placing
the
in the
company.
company. So first year to final year, how you had changed while you're going out?
Okay. Yeah, it's a good question actually. So first year, like I was completely studious. I came from Narayana, and everyone might be knowing the scenarios, how we come out of college. So even my numbers were very good during my intermediate, like 80 plus percentage. And after getting into BTech, you need to concentrate. I was on the same path till first year and even the second year. So whenever, if whatever we're concentrating, it may be fun or entertainment. If you cross the line, there is a impact on your academics, and I've experienced that. So till second year, I was really very good. So after getting into third year, I lost some interest, and it really impacted me. Mm, It's not really important to buy a bike and show off in the college or whatever. I'm just giving an example. So my example is I took a bike, and till second year I never bunked the college. After taking the bike, we get what all thoughts we get, and due to that, I miss many classes and training sessions, and whoever have attended those like sessions are in a very good position now. And even now, I'm good at what I'm doing, but you shouldn't like deviate from what you are going through. So after after coming to fourth year, I again realized that my scores are decreasing. In third year, it was really like a parabola, complete decreasing my percentage. So these numbers actually won't matter, but missing those sections, you might have learned something which might be useful in your future life. So that's how I feel like I made some mistakes. So after coming again to fourth year, I am again back to form. So I never miss my sessions. I'm glad that even during Sankranti, there were like 4 to 5 holidays. and no one like I need to be thankful for our college because this aptitude and all these sessions are conducted in CMR school, which is in Boinpalli, because people travel from very long distances and there might not be the transport facility for college to arrange college buses and all during holidays time. So it's really a good thing because they are focusing on us so that we can get good jobs. And the reason they held those sessions during Sankranti is within no time, like Tech Mahindra is ready to take some hundreds of people. So they don't have time and we don't have time to reach college and do stuff in Sankranti. So even at those pressurized times, like our college made really a good thing conducting this campus recruitment sessions and CMR school. It was really very good for us.
Thank you, Pranit. Adding with you, Pranit, I'm Madhav sir from CMR.
Hi,
Hi,
sir.
Pranit. Hi, fine. It's a long time to see you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Pranit, it's time to share your memories regarding school. I'm telling that I'm taking care of that CMR school. That Tech Mahindra Day One company is going on for that batch. At the Sankranti time, there is no holidays. We are not given to that batch, and we kept on all the trainings at CMR school at Boinpalli.
Yes, yes.
And our coordinator Rajnikant sir and all are came there and giving that's a new really memory. Okay, Pranit, and one more question from our placements and my students is, Pranit, as a mechanical student, you know that, right? The students having a lot of queries regarding the core jobs, as you have an experience about the core job or else means that they have studied 4 years of mechanical and need to cover, or I need to do the job only in the core sector, and they are fixing their brains. But unfortunately, the situation is not like that in the market, right? We have the core companies, but only 1-2 select will be there. But unfortunately, you are also doing some other alternative job according to listening of your.
It's not completely mechanical.
That's what he's doing, some job which is related to other means. He doing some support to his family, and also he's doing the success in his career while learning some technologies also, while learning some MBA which is not needed, but he got some an experience in an MBA and he is doing his job. So that is the beauty of our alumni, is taking into new technology and new job to sustain. So guys, my question to your juniors is, please tell me your experience is why core jobs are tough, why you mold into this job, and you told the right black loss anything, it's not an issue, but why the core jobs are tough, why you are came to this field, what is the situation outside, if not if you are sticking to the core job. This question is going to clarify for me.
So like I was with the same mindset as mother also said. So even like my friends got placed in many software companies and moving, like I got an opportunity to like to get into IBM when I was in Bangalore. I bluntly I didn't attend the interview because I only want to work for mechanical because I want to do justice for what I have learned is what my feeling at that time. But things won't be same after you step out of your college. So it's not that you won't go into your core job. It's unfortunately like we get very less opportunities if you couldn't clear what are the core jobs in the placement after coming out. Like you can get into company, and it's not just then your skills are with you, right? So you can gain much more experience from the company you're working with. It's not just non like it may be like software or anything. I can give you an example of my friend who worked for Tech Mahindra for 3 years. Even he is passionate about working for his core job. He is not from our college, he is from some other college. He's just like me. I want to do my job. I want to work for mechanical firm. Whatever the salary may be, I just want to work for mechanical is what our mindset was. Even he was with the same mindset, and fortunately or unfortunately, he has to work for Tech Mahindra for 3 years. It's completely into programming and DevOps and like software related company. So after 3 years, he got an offer from one of the mechanical company. It's completely core, and it's not that they like whatever the company you are joining, you might be a fresher there, but your experience will be valid. So you work for 3 years, you have seen many people, you have learned many things from that their firm. So they check, even if you attend a mechanical firm, they ask questions related to what projects you did, even if it's not mechanical. So they only check like how confident you are and if you are capable of handling the work or not. Is what I felt, because after working 3 years for software, I just felt like he is completely into software. There is no chance of him coming back into mechanical field. So I'm not telling you to completely depend on my words. There might be a chance where you can get a get into mechanical again. So he is earning well now after 3 years. So that is one of wonderful experience I've seen. He is one of my close friends to me. So irrespective of it's mechanical or software or some other job, if if you get into it, it could be good for some time, is what I feel. Because I wasted around more than 1 year to 2 years searching for a core job. You trust me or not, I used to carry like 50 to 100 resumes in my bag when I was in Bangalore. There are many industrial areas where even there was like there are many MNCs related to mechanical in Bangalore. I used to distribute my resumes like pamphlets in each company. So that's how I was really like I have a desire to work for mechanical. But even now, at some point of time, like I got a job where I'm working like whatever software I'm using, it's a CAD related software. So it is not completely mechanical, it is a partial mechanical, civil and even structural. So I suggest my juniors, if not to waste much time thinking just about one thing. It is a good thing if you get a job within the time you think, but you need to take things even if it doesn't work for you. So you, whatever the company you are working for, you can get some experience, and there might be a chance of getting into completely core job after that. So that's all my
Yeah,
experience.
Pranit, a final question. One of the junior is asking in which company you are working and what is your job, means what are the things you are doing over there. You can you please brief in very short?
Sure. So I'm working for a US based company. So this is completely called a structural steel industry. So apart from India, like all the buildings constructed in America have specific standards, and they don't use much concrete. So what we do is we get drawings from our clients, like it might be architectural, plumbing, electrical, and everything. And we study all those drawings, and we input the entire model in the software. So according to our input, they'll be manufacturing the steel individual parts, and according to our software, there will be a feed coming out of it. From that feed, they'll be fabricating all the steel individual members, and they'll be erecting the field. And there are many standards we follow, and so that's a small brief about what I do. I can't get much deeper into that, because if I get in much deeper, they might fire me.
Yeah, okay, fine. Pranit, you just share your working email ID and your contact number.
Sure. You want me to tell it here itself?
You just share in a Facebook,
Personally, so that
or else you can share in chat box here in any way.
Pranit, one last question.
yes, sir.
Which you feel better, college life or corporate life?
Definitely college life. I actually want to talk this also. So whenever we have an exam, generally we'll think few students will be like, I won't sleep till 2 o'clock and read. And there are some other category students that think early morning hours are best hours to learn. And I used to think in the same way. I used to keep alarm at 4 o'clock, and after the at 4 o'clock, I used to switch off my alarm, and I used to think like I need to get up at 5 o'clock, and I actually wake up at 7 or 8 o'clock. So those 3 hours will be like 5 minutes of sleep. So these 4 years of BTech are like those 5 minutes of my sleep. It's invisible. Whenever I'm in BTech, I used to think like when will I get out of college? When will I get into job? But trust me, you'll not get your BTech days back. Enjoy your BTech days every moment. Participate in all the events. It may be cultural or technical. Make use of everything our college is providing. And really, I miss my college, and I'm really thankful because my college is giving me an opportunity to come and meet and all the juniors, even go through my college. And I'm literally very happy and feeling honored because all I when I have many like friends from other colleges, there are no colleges that are vanished. Few colleges are vanished, and like whatever the colleges are there, there is no interaction with the student who is graduate from their college. I went to collect one certificate of my friend to one of my friend's college. I can really compare a lot to our college. There's a lot of disrespect, and there is no one to care when you go into his college. And I really feel honored when I come to my college and all my faculty and students, the respect they give. I'm really happy for that. But that's the only reason. Whatever work I have, the last Saturday of December, I guess it's alumni. I'll definitely be there. Only one alumni I missed out because I was in Bangalore at the earlier stage, and now, and I also being a part of alumni association, I'm able to learn more things from our college too. So that's how I miss my college. Thanks for your question, sir. That really made me.
Hello,
Thank you
Pranit.
so much, Pranit.
Hello, Javina madam. One
Yeah,
question.
yeah,
from
sir. Yeah.
Mr. Pranit,
Yes, sir.
how will you rate our college in 5
Out,
out of 5?
out of 5.
Now,
10.
how will you rate our
I
college?
would rate 4
Why
because
4?
I don't have all the facilities when I studied.
Okay, to your
I'm
time.
jealous of that.
No, that's what we want to know from your side. What are the facilities you are missing, and what we want to provide to the students? You just let us know so that we will be providing all those things. I think after your completion of BTech, everything has been provided,
Yes, yes.
right? So according to you, it will be 4, right?
Yes, now I feel like everything is available. That's the reason I have 4. If I'm studying in college now, I would have given
Ah,
5.
okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Pranit.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Pranit, for accepting my first invitation without asking any second question.
Yes,
So
even I'm new to this.
yeah. Even though you're so busy, you had spent your 1 hour of time with us. Really, it's a very great time with you. Thank you so much. You please share your working email ID and your contact number in the chat box.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you, one and all, dear faculty members and students. Thank you so much for participating in today's session. So tomorrow we will meet with another alumni. Thank you all.
And
you, madam.